Welcome back to It Ain't Rocket Science. I'm Adam Balkin. It was science in action in Pittsburgh as students from around the globe went head-to-head in competition to see whose ideas were worth gold at the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair.
They came from the corners of the globe. Over 1,500 students descended on the David L. Lawrence Convention Center in Pittsburgh for a chance at the top prize of $75,000 and international stardom. And many had never seen anything like it.
It's completely amazing. Everywhere I turn, there's someone speaking a different language or wearing their native gear. And to be in this room with 1,500 other people who have projects that are probably better than mine sometimes, it's incredible.
From paint that produces solar power to microscopic structures that could lead to the first 3D microchips, students got the chance to explain their research to some of the top minds in the scientific community. Jack Andraka took home first place with his research on early detection of various types of cancer. He says good science isn't necessarily about knowing it all.
It's all about the most elegant solution. And so that really shows people that it's not only just knowing millions of facts, it's all about your creativity and a bit of knowledge and luck mixed in.
But the real prize of the fair may not be in the science. Wendy Hawkins of the Intel Foundation says the competition is about more than just research and awards.
They're doing this because they really love science, and this is the first time in their lives, and maybe the last time in a long time, when they are surrounded by people who, like they, love science, love to be a geek, think that's cool, and they could just be themselves and have a great time.
Angela Chen won Best in Category for Plant Sciences and the Glenn T. Seaborg Nobel Trip Prize. She'll travel to Sweden for the Nobel ceremony in December. She encourages other teens and tweens not to give up on science.
A lot of people are discouraged when they don't have a mentor or when they weren't involved in science from a young age. But I started science basically in high school, so you can definitely start even if you're, I guess, a late bloomer, quote unquote. So just keep trying and everything will work out in the end.
From the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair in Pittsburgh, I'm Tara Lynn Wagner for It Ain't Rocket Science.
On Staten Island, New York, we got to catch up with some young people who one day might just be the next Thomas Edisons. Our Anthony Pascal has more.
Budding inventors were on Staten Island to present their ideas for the Antonio Meucci Young Inventors Competition, hosted by the Garibaldi Meucci Museum, partly named for Antonio Meucci, an early pioneer in voice transmission. Students thought up ideas from scrub gloves to snow robots to a mailbox that tells you when you have mail.
It's a mailbox which alerts the family when their mail arrives. The mailman presses this button and this alarm goes off when the mail arrives.
They say it's all about making people's lives easier, even the need to multitask in an ever-demanding world.
It's easier, like you're gonna spend less money to buy it because you're wasting your money on two things which you can combine together and make the sponge glove.
The Meucci Museum says it's all about kids thinking outside the box.
We would like them to be open to have courage to expose their ideas.
Judges determined which inventions would take home top awards in this invention convention.
It's a pleasure to see so many kids, so many good kids that have such an ambition to learn.
In the end, it was all about function, imagination, and creativity. 3 creations took home the top prize of $300, the scrubbing gloves, the snow robot, and lighted street signs. The competition was sponsored by our parent company, Time Warner Cable. I'm Anthony Pascal for It Ain't Rocket Science.
In upstate New York, students got to experience science in relation to music through a concert by the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra.
From the stage of Kleinhans Music Hall in Buffalo, the Buffalo Philharmonic Orchestra performed a live youth concert Wednesday called Inventions and Innovations. The event combined science, engineering, and music, and was broadcast to more than 70 schools and 12,000 students across Western New York.
Well, since I enjoy science, I see that when you do a science experiment, you can relate it to the music that they played. It's all connected.
I found that it was a very interesting broadcast because you could have both your music and the science and like the music sort of helped explain the science.
It was really interesting. It was really cool, and I liked all the songs. They were really interesting.
The event included on-stage demonstrations and experiments, followed by classical pieces of music that complement history's most important inventions.
We're always trying to find the cross-curricular content between science or math or ELA and music, and so this is just another way to demonstrate that to the students.
Not only was today's live broadcast made possible thanks to support from Time Warner Cable and Western New York BOCES, it was also orchestrated in concert with the Buffalo Museum of Science.
Kids, we can capture them learning in context. They can see how the music has changed through the years, how it's a different way of learning that they normally don't get in the classroom.
Mark Gashgarian for It Ain't Rocket Science.
So he won the Wouldn't It Be Cool If competition with his baby-safe rider. Now he's in New York City working on his creation. Let's catch up with Grayson McCluskey and Fahrenheit 212. He toured the Innovation Designs facilities and saw how his baby-safe rider would evolve from an idea into reality. To say it's a dream come true would be an understatement.
It's really cool because I kind of feel weird being the only kid here, but it's neat to be acknowledged by all these adults. It's kind of neat, like I shouldn't be here kind of thing.
We'll follow Grayson's adventure as he continues to work with Fahrenheit 212 to develop his potentially life-saving baby-safe rider. Well, that's all for this edition of It Ain't Rocket Science. I'm Adam Balkin. Until next time, it's been a blast.